Welcome to my channel. Close your eyes and let us journey across centuries, through the shadows of medieval villages, the glittering halls of Russian palaces, the sacred tombs of the ancient Maya, and the vivid, pain-soaked colors of Frida Kahlo's canvases. We will begin our travels in Europe during the Middle Ages, a time when tapestries hid the stench of stale waste, straw mattresses, and chamber pots made for a night with many awakenings. A peasant woman stands in the flickering light of a hearth. Her rough-spun dress is patched, and her hands bear the map of wrinkles that speak of years gone by, of seasons of labor and loss. It is 1348, and the Black Death has come to this village, taking men, women, and children alike. She kneels beside a crude wooden coffin, saying a prayer for her husband who lay inside. He had been strong and kind, a good man. Now he is one of the many victims claimed by the plague. Tomorrow, she must bury him in the churchyard, then return to their meager cottage where hunger and fear wait. Her daughter coughs, racked by chills and fever. Will she be next? The woman cannot know. She can only tend to the dying embers of her hearth and pray for dawn to come. Our next stop takes us from the fires of the Black Death to the ice palaces of 18th century Russia. Catherine the Great sits on a velvet cushion, a book of Enlightenment philosophy in her hands. Though a young girl, she reads with intensity, eager to learn and change the world. At 17, she is a German princess betrothed to the future Peter III, heir to the vast Russian Empire. But far from being a naive debutante, she speaks 5 languages, including Russian, which she learned with a tutor despite her German roots. Catherine knows she will soon be empress. She dreams of reforms, of a Russia enlightened and powerful. Little does she know that to reach the throne, she will need to take her husband's power by force. In the bedroom where a wedding night should be celebrated, Catherine will instead plot with her lover, staging a coup that will shock Europe. She will give birth to a son, secure her hold on power, and soon after, outlive her husband, becoming one of Russia's longest ruling monarchs. Her reign will glitter with balls, art, and conquest, but also be stained with the blood of serfs and nobles alike. Catherine the Great, born Sophie of Anhalt-Zerbst, will become a legend. From gilded cages, we now travel to the cage of a tomb deep in the jungles of ancient Mesoamerica. Vines creep up the sides of a pyramid, hiding the entrance to a magnificent city. It is the 7th century, and Palenque stands cloaked in mist and mystery. Inside the temple, an elite soldier known as Paco the Younger lies buried, though history knows her as the Red Queen, for her burial chamber was lined with over 2,000 pieces of cinnabar, the mineral that gives a brilliant red color to paint and glass. She was not only a ruler, but a priestess, mediating between the gods and her people. On the floor and ceiling, intricate carvings depict the underworld, a realm of darkness and death, but also rebirth and renewal. The Red Queen wears the headdress of the goddess of death, yet her posture and ornaments suggest she is also Pacal, this king and his wife. Lady Zog ruled for 69 years, longer than any other royal couple before them. Their achievements remain in Palenque's temples, stelae, and tombs. Then came war and drought, and the city fell into ruin until rediscovered by modern archaeologists. Today, we marvel at the Red Queen's tomb, but may never fully understand her power. Carved in stone, she waits for the sun to align and cast shadows that reveal secrets still hidden from us. Our final stop brings us to the 20th century in Mexico City. Sunlight streams through a window, painting patches of warmth on the floor. A young woman sits propped up in bed, her gaze intense, her brow furrowed in concentration. She dips a brush into a palette of bright colors, moving with care across her canvas. Her clothing, a rich tapestry of indigenous design, hints at her heritage and identity. Vibrant flowers and plants frame her body, intertwined with serpents that coil around her arm. She paints with passion, her brush strokes confident and sure. On the canvas, a flower blooms, its petals unfurling towards the light. For Frida Kahlo, flowers are more than mere decoration. They burst forth with symbolic meaning, representing life, death, fertility, and even heartbreak. Each petal holds a story. Roses signify romantic love, sometimes with thorns. Lilies speak of purity and the Virgin Mary. The vibrant hues of geraniums echo Frida's own fiery spirit. And the delicate beauty of forget-me-nots hint at the pain she carries. A reminder of a childhood lost to polio and a youth shattered by a bus crash. These blossoms become a language of emotions, weaving narratives of joy and sorrow, of faith and doubt, of love and loss. Just as these flowers bloom and wilt, so too does life. And in the act of painting them, Frida finds solace, revealing the transient beauty of existence itself. And so our journey comes to an end. We have traversed the ages, bearing witness to the struggles and triumphs of ordinary women and extraordinary rulers, artists, and priestesses. We have seen how they painted pictures of life and death, ambition and devotion, and the quiet dignity of everyday existence. Through their stories, we gain insight into ourselves and the world we inhabit. Now close your eyes once more. Do you hear the faint toll of a medieval church bell echoing across the centuries? Each chime a fleeting moment in the lives of those long gone. Can you almost feel the cool marble beneath your fingertips, tracing the outlines of ancient carvings? And do you smell the scent of lily and roses carried on a warm Mexican breeze? All these wonders await those who dare to dream of times past and places far away. In the depths of her soul, the peasant woman prays. She does not know if God hears her pleas, but she must keep believing. Beside her, a daughter shivers, consumed by the plague. The mother holds her close, whispering tales of better days. Outside, the wind moans like a hungry wolf, but within the cottage, love flickers like a stubborn flame. Amidst silk and intrigue, a young Catherine devours books of enlightenment thought. She dreams of a greater destiny for herself and for Russia. With each page she turns, a fire ignites, a thirst for knowledge and power. Her tutors watch in admiration as her mind sharpens, ready to seize the crown. Deep in the jungle too, the Red Queen awaits. Veiled in the rich crimson of rebirth, she bridges the worlds of life and death. Above her, vines weave patterns on the temple floor. Time stretches and contracts, and the whispers of ancient priests echo through the ages. In a sunlit room, Frida Kahlo finds solace in her art. Flowers unfurl on her canvases, expressing emotions too deep for words. With every stroke, her spirit shines through, resilient, unapologetic, and achingly human. This is a legacy that transcends time, a testament to the strength and spirit of women who dared to dream beyond their circumstances. And in their stories, we find inspiration to navigate the complexities of our own lives. So as the final notes fade and the images shimmer, let their stories linger in your heart, guiding you as you write the next chapter of your own journey.